Who are you and what does your company do?
I am Doug with Gold Medal Roofing. We are in essence a roofing company, but what we like to pride ourselves in is our core values, which is helping individuals live the life of their dreams by providing the best income opportunity they've ever been a part of and putting them in the best sales experience that they've ever been a part of.
Yes. What was recruiting and building your sales team like before working with us?
Oh, probably about 100% turnover. Just
Oh,
it was painful,
yeah.
painful.
Yeah. Yeah. What has it been like? I think you've been going for a couple months-ish, right? What's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
been like working with us on the recruiting side?
I think it's been about 2 months. Majeska's done amazing, great at communicating. Your whole team has actually. I
Awesome.
always like to name drop when I can. We went
Robin,
from
Jessica.
34, I think 34 reps into December to 83. From a retention standpoint, we did lose two, but one of those was never supposed to be hired in the first place, and the other one, don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened in their life, but
Yeah. So about 49 recruits, unless I got my math wrong, and you've only lost two.
49, 47, 47. Yeah.
47. And
Yeah.
you have 45 left in the first
Oh,
two
no,
months.
no. Yes, you are correct. 49, we've lost two. Yep.
That's amazing. That
Yeah.
means you guys are a good organization, which makes our life easier. So awesome job. So recruiting 100% turnover before you started, before you started with us, 34-ish reps. Now you're at 80 plus reps. And yeah, what's kind of like the difference in like maybe time savings, quality, volume? Like talk to the differences a little bit more.
Well, I think when we put together GMRU through Sales Recruiting University, the first thing that we want to do is start building competency in our reps. So we didn't want them to go out in the field and not feel competent,
Hmm.
which then reduces their competency.
Yeah,
In addition to that, I don't know if you remember this from before, I'm sure you do. We redesigned our entire compensation plan
yeah,
to bring people in and give them pay increases as their competency grew. And the
yeah.
resource of having GMRU is that they
Hmm.
can keep going back over and over and over again, which means we don't have to train them.
Hmm.
And they can learn those things and they can just show up one day and say, hey, I know how to do contracts. Hey, I know how to do inspections. Hey, I know how to do this.
Yes.
And we didn't have to do that. They learned it online.
Yeah. Yeah. For some context, everybody watching this is first before they plugged into the recruiting service, they participated in our Done For You University program where we, worked with them and built out their entire new hire training university, GMR University, which I think last time you said saves you guys like 60 to 80 hours a month or something like that, or per recruit or something
Yeah,
like
per
that.
recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Per recruit per month.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So GMR University's done. You've retained 40 plus reps in the last couple months. You guys are crushing it, right? And now what's the plans for the future? You're excited about blowing it up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're building out another module, obviously, with you guys to do a little bit more leadership training. In
Yeah.
addition to that, obviously, we just committed to a 12-month sales recruiting university recruiting mechanism. I'm not sure exactly what that's called,
Yeah.
but the reason is because there's nobody that does what you do better. It's
Yes.
impossible. Like it's amazing. And like I was talking to our developer earlier of the program, and I said, this is not just putting together software. This is literally changing people's lives. You're giving people the
Yeah.
competency and the confidence to actually go out there and win in any industry. It doesn't matter what it is, but
Yeah.
particularly in ours, because we
Yep.
like it the best.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. So in terms of the recruiting process, not the university, the new hire training stuff, like the recruiting process, what's exceeded your expectations, if anything?
Well, I am blown away at the number of applicants. And really, I was having a conversation because of this whole thing. It's kind of put us in a different space mentally. It's taken a lot of our time.
Yeah.
Um, Commitment away from the field and putting it into development. So
Yeah.
we have another company that's coming on board, and he actually, like the whole company's coming on board. He
Yeah.
actually was on one of the interviews,
Hmm.
and he was watching everybody on the interview. We had 16 applicants, but more importantly, and this is what I explained to him afterwards, it wasn't the 16 applicants that were on. By the way, 14 of them registered and went through and started the training program, but
Yeah.
because
Closing.
we're following the group interview script like to the letter.
Yeah.
Um, It's not that. It's
Yeah.
that an owner is going to, or a secretary or somebody's going to call
Yeah.
26 people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
going to spend their time trying to chase those 26 people, and 10 of those were not even interested. So how much time does that take?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're literally seeing the 14. It's like a click funnel for people in your
Yeah.
organization,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, just
So
the time savings is crazy.
yeah, and so for some context, they're I don't know if this is the right language, but you guys are acquiring another franchise or another roofing business or whatever it is, right? Or that they were considering to come, under your guys' brand in part of your recruiting process to get them, or you let them participate in the group interview and recruiting process, and they're like, wow, this is amazing, this is unique. Because of that, we actually want to come under the GM brand, and that's kind of what you're referring to, right?
Yeah, because they were looking to sell off private equity,
Yeah,
but they're limited. They have about 7 people and they do produce. I mean, they're going to do
yeah,
19 million in sales this year, so it's not like they're
yeah,
not producing.
yeah,
They are at their lid. If a storm comes through South Dakota, they
yeah,
can't work it.
yeah,
They're already limited on their resources. I'm
yeah,
like, well, what if we could add 15 or 20 reps over the next few months for you? They're
yeah,
like, that would be amazing.
yeah,
Then if a
yeah.
storm comes, we're dancing.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about the recruiting sales leadership thing, or kind of like that. We're going to build out the sales leadership kind of recruiting thing, and you'll probably just advance the reps through that process. But just like you recruited that franchise or that additional whatever additional branch that's doing 19 million that's going to come under your brand, like
Mhm.
recruiting leaders from other companies, like leveraging exactly how you recruited them to recruit other leaders is like it does the exact same thing. But anyways, I'm getting distracted because I freaking love talking to you. This is awesome. What would you say to other businesses to wrap this up who are considering to work with us?
Um, well, I probably sound like a broken record because I say this to all of our people too. That like there is no possible way that it doesn't matter what the industry is unless you're into recruiting, retention, and development of people. There's
Yeah.
no possible way that they can know their business, that I can know my business as
Hmm.
well as you know yours.
Hmm.
And a lot of times we have to invest,
Hmm.
and that's risky, but we have to invest in the professionals that know how to do what they do so that we can take the time to do what we
Hmm.
do and
Yeah.
make that marriage happen, an offense and a defense structure to win Super Bowls.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. So moral of the story is it's good to invest into your business because it gives you the opportunity to actually build the business you want, right? Love it. Thank you, Doug, so much for your time today. That's it.